I am resident of Collinwood for YouTube, Jules Staines. I am joined by Chloe Thomas. We're here to talk Dark Shadows, episode 1110. This is the beginning of the 1840 storyline. Dr. Julia Hoffman has used Quentin's staircase. She escaped the zombies. Barnabas is back there having a wrestling match with them. Did you know one of them was a wrestler, actually? That's which is fun. But he did not escape the zombies. And somehow he broke free of all of them. He basically pulled a Hulk Hogan and conquered them all. We didn't see that part, but that's what basically happened. I do have to ask you, though they're not in this episode, what did you think of the zombies that basically wrestled with Barnabas?
Oh, I liked that part. Yeah. I remember I didn't watch that episode to prepare for this, but I do remember that episode because they were both in the upstairs hall and they were tackling Barnabas, and I remember seeing his shirt and jacket and coming out of his pants, and I thought, oh my God, leave him alone. But I thought they were very good.
I mean, they're unforgettable. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
It's like the fact that they basically wrestle with Jonathan Frid in the hall in this small hallway.
Yep.
And they pull it off too. It's not just like one zombie. It's like a bunch of them.
It's an army of them. And aren't they all? They're all people that were on the show that were now dead because, what's his face? Gerard Stiles summoned them. Correct.
Yep. Who we're going to eventually learn is Judah Zachary. But yeah, it's crazy. It's like there's these bunch of zombies that are going to wrestle Barnabas. Julia makes her grand escape, and when it escape, it is, but she's not safe. She's back in 1840, and there's a lot of characters here. What did you make of the lovely, lovely outfits we see in this episode? Virginia Vestoff's, even Christopher Pennock's, Gabriel's outfits, Ben Stokes' outfits, his granddaughter's outfit. What did you make of the outfits for 1840?
Oh, I think they're beautiful. I think I love the period costumes. All of them, 1795, 1897, 1840, all those period costumes are so beautiful.
Yeah. I really love the lighting of this episode. It's so dark.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
Very eerie. Yeah.
Not just the playroom either.
No. Well, Julia is actually hiding a lot in this episode.
Yeah.
She's hiding in the hall. She's hiding behind somebody's room. She's hiding a lot.
She's like hiding behind like a wall in Ben Stokes' room.
Yep.
And she's praying he won't sell her out.
Right.
Basically.
Yep.
But you're right. It's like Julia is basically the hide and go seek master here.
Right.
Trying not to get caught by anybody. But she makes herself aware of the one person who she feels she can trust, and it's Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
What did you make of Ben Stokes' makeup here?
Oh man, they do a very good job with the aging makeup there. Yep. And he looked kind of crusty. He looked old for sure. Yeah. But, Thayer David, he is such an excellent actor. And I love the character. I love the character of Ben Stokes. Yeah. I like all the characters, actually, that Thayer David plays. But I think my favorite is Ben's. Well, I don't know. I like Petofi, too. Just because it's such a complicated character. Yeah. But he's such a great actor. He really is.
Yeah. Petofi is a very, very interesting character. And I love how he doesn't introduce himself as Petofi. He introduced himself as Victor Ben Gibbons. Why not an alias? But it's a perfect sort of camouflage. But for this episode, you're right. We get old man Ben Stokes. The aging makeup looks really. You feel for Ben at his age here.
Yeah, he's very
not,
crusty, very
yeah,
he's exfoliation.
yeah. He's not a young man.
Nope.
I feel sometimes like I wish they would have dialed a little of the makeup back here for him
Mm-hmm.
because I feel they overdo it a bit. Because I get Daniel is younger than him, but I love how Roger Davis, who's not going to be long for 1840 in this sense here, because his character is going to die too.
Roger Davis.
Or sorry, not Roger.
Louis Edmonds.
Lewis Edmonds. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know Roger Davis popped into my head. Lewis Edmonds here, who plays Daniel. He's eventually going to get killed too, or die off. But before that, Ben Stokes, who he has to be. Somebody has to tell him Quentin's dead.
Yeah.
And
but he's not really. But
but he's not really. They don't know that though.
Right.
But you're right. It's like the ultimate game of chicken. Patrick, how are you, dude?
Joel, boy, are you a great guy. And I finally get to meet Chloe.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. So this is 110?
Yeah, well, 1,110, yeah.
Oh, my pants. So, okay. So we are past the Leviathans, or we're in the Leviathans?
No, we're 18. It's the beginning. It's the first episode of
We're
18.
past the Leviathan.
Yeah, it's the first episode of 1840, and
oh my goodness,
Dr. Hoffman has gone back into time using Quentin's staircase. Barnabas got rustled with some zombies, and she's not safe though here. She's basically playing the ultimate hide and go seek here, game of hide and go seek, and she's got to trust one person.
She is so brave.
Yes,
Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes has never looked better.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
He's looking lovely.
Roger, what did you make? Or sorry, no,
Roger, what did
I know? Roger Davis is in my head for whatever reason.
Okay. Lucky you.
Yeah, Patrick, man, what did you make of the 1840 costume designs here?
They're great. They are not as great as what we would get in just a little bit in 1841, where Mary McKinley did those bespoke costumes from. They're still rented, but they have all the high waists on the men, and it's everyone looks extremely confident in them, and they really work. The palette is a little muted, but the palette is muted everywhere here. This is a really visually textured period of the show. It's sweaty and a little grimy, and it doesn't have the holiday slickness of 1897. And I think that increases that sense of danger that Julia has. Yes, it's a costume era, but it's not quite as bright and sunny and fun as it was. I don't know. What do you think of the costumes?
I enjoyed them. What I really love about this episode, I was telling Chloe this, is the lighting. It's very dark. It's very dim. It's very gloomy, and it's very creepy, as Chloe pointed out.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Very, very well done with the lighting. Because though you don't, because again, we know that Quentin isn't dead, but it almost feels like there's a funeral going on in Column almost.
Yeah.
With the lighting. It's very creepy. It's very dark. It gives also Julie a perfect hiding space because again, it's so damn dark.
I feel like I heard or read somewhere that they got different cameras. That there's some change in the technical equipment around this point. Because if you start looking around, really around the Ragnarok storyline, which you're just getting out of, everything just looks grittier and grimier, and the pock marks on David Selby's skin seem a little bigger. I mean, just everything. No, I'm not saying that to make fun of him.
No, I know.
And I thought I read or heard Alan mentioned that they got some new equipment, and that changed the visual life of the show a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. What did you make of Gabriel Collins' Chloe?
Which one of us?
Oh, Chloe. What did you make of
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm the other Chloe.
Yeah, Gabriel. You mean Jeb's? Oh God, Jeb. Not Jeb. Christopher Penkoff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like his clothing. He really is a good actor.
Yes.
He plays nasty really good, and he also, he is maniacal in this time frame.
Yeah.
He can walk, but nobody knows it.
Yeah.
And he's really a nasty, spoiled little brat of a man.
Yeah. I love how he plays he plays two different versions of Gabriel, and both are good. Both are really, really excellent.
Yes.
Patrick, what did you make of 1840 Gabriel here?
Well, at first he's really terrifying.
Yes.
And this is probably the most hostile character since Abigail that someone has encountered on a time joint.
Yeah.
Immediately hostile character.
Yes.
But it's so full of nasty people. You sort of have to have someone to keep Gerard in check, and Gabriel does that. But then Gabriel really blossoms. He becomes just this wonderfully catty kind of bitch, and I love that about him. He reminds me a lot of eventually, not now, but eventually, he reminds me a lot of the Gene Hackman Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That sense of humor is really there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that stress ball. Also, yes.
Yeah. Because he's basically picturing people's necks.
Yeah.
I mean, and great. It's a great way to sort of focus his hands and strengthen them. Like Chloe said, nobody knows he can walk. And yeah, Christopher Pennock delivers a really well performance, and he steals the show a lot of the times here in these early episodes where he's basically yelling at people.
Mm-hmm.
He's yelling at Virginia Vestos' character. He's yelling at Ben Stokes. Oh, you need to go tell him Quentin's dead. About telling Daniel that Quentin's dead, and it's like, no,
Right.
don't do that. But one thing I love too here is Ben Stokes looking at Barnabas's portrait when Virginia I think it's Virginia Vestoff, or no, maybe it's his granddaughter or somebody.
Yeah, what's her Allie? Caddy? What's her name?
Yeah, he says I had to make harder choices than to tell somebody they lost their son, I think is what he says. And he's looking in case he knows, Barnabas is locked in that coffin.
Right.
And you sort of feel for Ben in this episode in every way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was so devoted to Barnabas. But I want to know, why is the portrait of Barnabas not in the hall, in the foyer, and why is it in Ben's room now? Well, I don't remember that. Why? You know what?
It's not the only portrait that's there either. Did you notice that Isaac's portrait is right there too? When you look behind that, there's two shots. There's a shot of Barnabas's portrait, but when they turn the camera around, Isaac's portrait is right on Ben's wall too. So
but it's Ted Lang.
Yeah.
Isaac, the Chips bartender from the Love Boat. It's just not Isaac.
So I think for Barnabas, the reason is obvious. Ben wanted to hold on to it.
But wasn't it in the foyer or no?
It was an event. Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure Joshua took it down because it was too painful to look at.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ben said, I'll take that off your hands, Mr. Joshua. And
yeah. Yeah, and Joshua probably just gave it to him too. It's like, yeah, here you have it. I can't look at it anymore.
Right.
Because I mean, yeah, Joshua had grown a conscience by the end of 1795.
And Joshua didn't like Ben. Remember, he wanted to send him back to the prison or the jail.
Yeah,
So he must have finally liked him.
yeah,
Appreciated his loyalty.
His service to the family, and he trusted Barnabas's judgment, especially at the end,
yeah,
because he saw how noble Barnabas was, and it's Barnabas. It's transitive, you know. A equals B, B equals C, so C equals A, and you know, if Barnabas admired Ben, there must be some reason.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now we do get we get a small dose of Lewis Edmonds' hand on Julia's throat at the end of this episode, which is just fun. I mean, the fact that Julia gets put in danger in here is it's fun because like, okay, she could get caught now because here's this old man who's got his hands around her neck.
Yep.
Um,
Louis Edmonds is so good.
Yes,
he is so good.
Yes, absolutely. What did you make of Julia getting put in danger at the end of this episode, Chloe?
Oh, I always like when Julie's in danger. I look forward to all those expressions that are uniquely hers.
Yeah. Patrick, what did you make of Julia getting put in danger?
Remind me of the you know, please state the nature of the medical emergency. What is it this time? Who is it? You know.
Yeah.
What they burn her steak? What's she ticked off about now?
Yes.
Somebody's out of network, right?
Yeah.
No, what happens? Is somebody trying to strangle her or something?
Yeah. Daniel's trying to strangle her.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's got to happen. It's just once she realizes it's just Louis, she'll just exhale a little cigarette smoke and he'll fly across the room.
Give him a sedative,
Yeah. I mean, it's perfect because you want to end it on a cliffhanger. What better cliffhanger than putting your heroine into lethal danger?
Yeah. Yeah, really, really smart decision. I really love how Gabriel leaves a note for Gerard to meet him when he returns from Rose Cottage. Because it lets you know, okay, there's something more going on with this Gerard character, and we haven't quite met him yet officially. Mm-hmm. We only saw him as a ghost, and this is going to be not this episode, but this is going to be the first time we eventually are going to meet Gerard. Because Julia asked, "Hey, is there a Daphne?" And she says, and Ben says, "No, there's nobody here by that name." And
right.
Styles here. He says, "Yeah, he's here." So it's like, okay, one person is here, but the other isn't. I love how because Julia is trying to play detective a bit too.
Yes.
Without getting caught, and it's very great, tense episode. What's you folks' favorite scene, Chloe?
I like at the end when she's supposed to be at Collinwood at 8:30 and Ben is waiting for her. But no, she has to take her nosy self over to the mausoleum and talk to the chained coffin and say, "I know you're here, Barnabas. I know you're here." But it's not going to be her Barnabas when she unlocks it.
No, it's not.
Because his spirit has not, they haven't merged. I guess that's how it works.
Yeah, he hasn't made the trip yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Barnabas of 1795 did not know Julia Hoffman.
No.
What's your favorite scene, Patrick?
Oh gosh, I think just her you can't call it a reunion, but her discovery of Ben Stokes when we realize she's safe and she is learning the first of many rules.
Yeah.
And we in the audience start to learn about how full circle everything is coming, with that as our crossover character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really love the interaction between Gabriel and just every character in this episode. because it's each is powerful. Each is like a statement of a game of chess, and it's really well done by Christopher Pennock. Excellent job. Um, so, has anybody got anything to add about this episode before we go?
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Is there no, no. I think my favorite character in this episode actually though is Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
I just have like a soft spot for him.
He sleeps in a dress. You gotta love it. You know, he sleeps in drag. I'm sure he has garter belts on under that.
Oh my
Very well, in fact. Just picture it. Just especially with his face like this thing. Just take a moment, really see it. I really like this episode, even though I couldn't identify the number of it immediately. Um, and for one thing, it is the last beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if we consider 1841 to kind of be okay. You know, I mean, it's an important storyline, but it's not connected to the main universe.
Correct.
To the main continuity. It's like a really interesting add-on to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the last beginning.
Yeah.
And so what? And I think it kind of knows it. Just even though they thought they were going to still be doing the show for quite a while, I think everything after a while everything has to be done with a lot of humility. Like, okay, if we're going to be yanked off the air, what's this going to be like? So seeing the risks and seeing the rules, and most of all, the wonderful, voluminously human choice to make our crossover hero, Dr. Julia Goddamn Hoffman, and I love that. I'm excited because it's like finally one of us.
Yeah.
One of us, because she really is the ultimate audience surrogate. Not Barnabas, she is. And with with all of her fear and how we do think of her as being scared all the time and going, ooh, you know, and doing that face, and all the other things that go with it, and the cliches that she gets saddled with, and to think that she has transcended all of those to now achieve the rank of heroine. The
Yeah.
honest to God protagonist and heroine of the show is just so satisfying. Oh, I love it. I think it's magical. I really do. I really do.
Yeah. It's a great episode, and it's filled with really interesting characters right away. Dark Shadows always had their characters ready to go. The writing team was amazing.
They were
job by the
DTF. They were down to Fang.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Chloe. Link
Thank
to thank you.
Oh, he's got a Barnabas portrait.
Yes.
Oh,
in the hallway as you come in.
I think that's wonderful.
Very nice. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Daybook about is going to be in the description box. You can pick that up if you haven't already.
I love that book. I have that, both of them.
I wrote it.
I know. Oh,
Thank you.
Your summaries and everything of it, they're hilarious and spot on. I love those books.
Jewel, we should do a show where we talk about the.
I love those books. Oh my God!
I haven't heard that
wonderful.
in so long. I get no response. I've almost got no mail.
Right? And there's two of them, right?
Yeah.
And you go through each episode and you give your own synopsis.
Well, not each episode, but I go through a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're hilarious.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to go off topic here, but there's one. It's in a 1795 storyline, and it's when Angelique first comes on, and you call Barnabas looking like a puppy, and that never left my mind. It was hilarious.
Thank you.
I love those books. They are.
Thank you very much. That means the world to hear. I honestly, I worked really hard on them, and there is less often than I have heard about them than you would think. At the thing in Los Angeles for Laura Parker, I was at a table, and I'll tell you, I don't mean to be crying my beer, but I was at a table, and people kind of slowed down and moved on, like I was a slightly inconvenient speed bump in a condominium complex that they nonetheless had learned to really take at pretty much regular speed.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
oh, it was a really crappy feeling. It was,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So no, that's okay. That's okay. But it kind of makes me the Rodney Dangerfield of Dark Shadows, and so to hear praise like that is just, it means the world to me. Thank
I
you.
love those. I love it. I love it. And then there's another, I'm sorry, Jules,
No,
I'm just
No,
blabbing
you're
here.
fine.
Okay. There's another excerpt, and it's I know what episode. I don't know the number, but it's the episode where it's in the Leviathans after Angelique finds out Barnabas told her the truth about her husband, and she
uh-huh.
goes back to the old house. And your whole synopsis of that episode, and you said something about, well, Angelique and Barnabas are talking about the relationship again, and I'm here for it. It's just hilarious. I
Oh,
love
thank you,
it. I love to read those.
thank you very much.
They're both great books.
Thank
Very, very good. So, what do you want to? What is there an episode you want to do next weekend or next?
Who are you speaking to?
Chloe. You.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So,
Yeah, but I don't know which one.
okay.
Let me. Can I just message you and let you know?
Sure, absolutely, you can.
Okay. Same time. What are we doing? 9 or 9:30 next Saturday?
Yeah, we'll do 9:30 next Saturday. And Patrick will join us.
Good.
I would love that.
So, you let me know the episode. I'll message Patrick, and
Okay.
so. But thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Patrick. This has always been.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No, of course, man.
Yeah.
I got 2 other videos to do. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I have a lot of free time.
yeah,
I have a lot of free time.
yeah. I do have.
No, I have a lot of free
Oh,
time.
you have a lot of free time.
He said threateningly.
Yeah. You want to discuss Carolyn with me? I mean,
Oh
geez.
yeah.
Okay, I'll
Borderline personality disorder. I really think so.
Don't go anywhere. I'll send you a different link.
Gosh darn it, yeah.
All right, see you both.
Okay. Talk to you next
Bye.
week. Bye bye.